All it says is Facebook Live. Is it? There it is. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday, Chiefs won, AFC champions. Doc and Queenie Facebook Live every Monday at
high noon. How much voice does everyone have left? I'd like to know that.
Well, we didn't have heart attacks. It wasn't as bad.
Oh my goodness. Heck of a game. Super fun. Chiefs Kingdom. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. I mean, seriously fun. Las Vegas is already alive with red, and we're super excited to see all of our friends out there taking pictures. It's going to be such a blast of a game. February 11th. I'm telling you what, my friends, super duper fast. Did you watch the game, Doc?
Yes. The funny about that was my husband kept saying, like, at about mid third quarter, he goes, the Ravens aren't going to win. And I'm like, I think it was the last 4 minutes. And I'm like, I don't know. But when they got the ball back with 2.5 minutes left, then I'm like, yeah, I think they're going to win.
Seriously.
Because how many?
Thank you again to Karen for all these fantastic cards that we've gotten. Doc, I saw your card in the Facebook chat right here.
Yes.
So super fun. So thank you, Karen, for that.
I've got mine here if I can find it. Oh, it fell off my desk. We'll pretend. So, yes. Awesome. Thrilled that the Chiefs won. So, and actually thought Detroit was going to win, but they didn't. So I actually think that I don't know. I know San Francisco is probably going to try and do a payback.
Yeah. Hey, Lynn, welcome. We're glad that you're here as well. And isn't it interesting? Honestly, it was going to be Midwest Super Bowl because obviously, Detroit and us. And so that is super exciting. And then now it's literally a little more of the world, but it's so amazing how people have a love or a hate for certain teams. And I'm always like, what did they ever do to you? I never have figured that out. Oh, I can't stand whatever team they're talking about. And I'm always like, what caused that? And so people have deep-seated love or hate for something for sure. So who is our high noon ladies Facebook user, Doc? Are you on Facebook?
I am on Facebook, but it is not allowing me to get to live.
Okay.
So.
All right. I got it. There we go. And it is the one, the only. How is it Debbie Miller on Facebook that doesn't say Debbie Miller?
I don't know. Technology is always a head scratcher.
It really is indeed. I know that for sure. We are just so excited, honestly, for Chiefs Kingdom and all the cool posts that we've been seeing and the positive, happy joy that's been going on. That has been a blast to see.
Yes, Kansas City is a special place. Of course, not biased at all. And the way we celebrate, hopefully, will be not too destructive and good example for the kiddos. But no, we love our team, obviously.
We do indeed.
And we are super excited. So congratulations, Chiefs.
I know. Rock Chalk. I love this because I was at Rock Chalk. Karen's team has been doing great for basketball because I've been watching K-State as well. And it has been super fun to be able to see that. And I even put a poll on LinkedIn about, do you like football, basketball, baseball, or something else? And so it really is fun to see. And the teams and the spirit and all that stuff is seriously fun to see. And so Arrowhead is super exciting. Union Station is super exciting. And then Chiefs Kingdom. Doc, did you have fireworks going off in your location?
Yes, we did. We have some neighbors behind us that have professional grade fireworks. And we, of course, live in an area where we can shoot them off.
Okay, fair.
So they had some big time fireworks going off, even though it was light out. I'm like,
I live in an area where you can't, but it happened.
But yes, they actually were shooting it off about 5 minutes before they won. So.
Wow.
So,
anticipation, yeah. I think that was it. Anticipation. So that's pretty cool.
What I liked, and we always have our little armchair comments, but what I liked with the game, which was, I liked the way that in general, Kelsey was kind of taunting. Didn't like that, but I liked the way there was a calmness in the Chiefs. And I think a lot of that was from experience too. They've been there, done that a couple of times now. But they just kept focusing and chipping away at, the defense kept doing a great job. And even the offense, even though they didn't score a lot second half, they just kept chipping away and kept, moving forward. Whereas you saw that dichotomy or that, Ravens were hyped up and they said that emotion spilled over and they started making mistakes at that one point where there were a whole bunch of penalties, personal fouls and all of that. And yeah. And then just, they would pan over to the guy that got the ball knocked out and he was slamming his hand against it and he cut himself. And you're like, come on, you guys, but I also get it. They're competitive. They're in it. They're hyped up. But
absolutely true. And I know who you're talking about exactly. And it's hard to see that for me because my brain always goes to young people who are watching this stuff. If this is their example, that's kind of sad to me. I get the emotion part, but it's kind of like a wham. And if your 2-year-old did that, you put him in timeout probably. And so that's the part that I always think, come on, people are watching. And I understand, things happen, errors happen. Somebody has to lose. That's why they call it a game. There's a win, there's a loss, that kind of drill. And it's easy to say since we're the winners, but I just wanted to share that the emotion piece does get in there. Now, the cool part that I loved is after the game thing, they were talking about all the records that we did, and that's super cool. And so Kelsey's number 1 now, beating Jerry Rice for passes completed and things like that. That was super fun. And Andy Reid is on a definite list for how many coaches have gone to the Super Bowl, which I think is super cool. And so it was just very fun to see the records that our guys are accomplishing because of these postseason games. So I love that part.
Yes, I do too. So congratulations, Chiefs.
Yeah. For anybody that's got a throat left, go for it. Yeah.
Well, awesome. So what's new in the neighborhood over by you, Queenie? Anything new and exciting?
Yeah. There was actually a alignable meeting last night at 5 o'clock Central Time. And so, of course, I'm networking. It's my thing. And I don't know if you knew that. But when I went there to the alignable meeting, it was super fun. They do speed networking, so to speak, as far as 2 people in a breakout room. And all of a sudden I pop on, this gentleman is on there from Las Vegas. And he goes, and of course, I'm always dressed in red on these days. And so he goes, okay, so I'll give you this as a tip. And I said, I'm ready. And he said, drinks right now in Vegas are $8. Okay. And for Super Bowl weekend, they are going to be $35. And I said, what? And I anticipate he means like alcoholic drinks. But I instantly thought, if that's the case, what is Starbucks going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
We when there have been parades and people going to games and, when they had, 50 below and tickets were $40 or whatever, my husband and I just go, it's good to be in our own home with our own food. You don't have to put up with the hassle.
It's all clean food. Yeah, I can believe that. Karen just said, since her Patrick was born, she's got a cute little grand darling. And since Patrick was born, we've been to the Super Bowl. So Patrick is definitely our good luck charm.
And Patrick is a great name. I have a Patrick in my family. And
we had a Patrick in my family too. So yeah.
Yep. So great name. So yeah. So wow. You were networking yesterday, Queenie.
I know. But it's very cute though, honestly, when people what would you say, identify you. And then I was getting dings from Georgia and New York and Texas, Florida. Go Chiefs, good job. You did so great. And I went, I know, I've been working my tail off to get these guys learning all this stuff. But it's super fun, honestly. And people are super sweet about it. And like I say, there's haters, of course, and they go, I don't hate you, but I definitely hate that team. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what did they ever do to you? So yeah, I know.
All right. Well, hey, guess what today is? National Day of
Chiefs.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's corn chip day.
Corn chip day. Well, there you go. That
Mhm.
sounds like a fat-free, gluten-free, sugar-free situation.
Mm-mm-mm. No comments from the funny firm on that one. It's also puzzle day. Do you like doing puzzles, Queenie?
I have done my share, shall we say, and if I never do another one, I'll be okay. But I probably did them more when the kids were younger, I would think. And then, of course, you get puzzles with great big pieces when the kids are teensy, and those are more my speed. Let's get it done. Take a picture. Bye
And
bye.
puzzle. Yeah.
Speed puzzle. Yeah, let's do it fast.
I love puzzles. We spent a lot of time growing up. We had a summer home, and we spent a lot of time on rainy days doing puzzles. So
I like
I'm a big puzzle. The more pieces, the better.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And it's also, and I should know what this means. I didn't get a chance to look it up, but it's also National Curmudgeon Day.
Let me look it up while you're reading because I don't know what that is either.
Curmudgeons, curmudgeons, and I'm thinking it's like a Harry Potter thing, but I'm
Bad-tempered person, especially an old one.
okay. Happy
A
Cranky Day, huh?
crusty, irascible, cantankerous old person full of stubborn ideas.
Oh
So
my.
I don't want to be a curmudgeon, Doc.
Well, you're only 29 and I'm 27.
No,
Got a ways to go. Yeah. So Tuesday is Plan for Vacation Day, which I could do that, make that every day.
yeah, you could. I was going to say, you want to go? Doesn't matter what the rest of the sentence is. The answer is Doc's already packed and on the driveway.
We have one vacation for September planned already, but who
You
knows?
believe that? I believe
Well,
that.
I was going to say this summer, but it is my busy time, so we'll see. And it's also Croissant Day, and you have to say croissant
Croissant.
through your nose. Yes.
Croissant.
When I was in the Caribbean on an island that was French speaking, the only thing we would go for coffee and a pastry every morning. And that was the only thing I could order was a chocolate croissant. Oui. Yeah. And the lady, we were there so much, she knew she would just get it for me by the time we were. Yeah. So that's the only thing in French other than oui and merci that I can say. How about you?
I love that. I remember my mother and I went to California and we went to this, oh my gosh, amazing, unbelievable French little bakery place. And it was French pastry and authentic this, and it was off the beaten path. And back in the day, I don't do neurotoxins anymore. Actually, but back in the day, we're ordering this fabulous pastry and this. Oh, I'll take one of those. Hang on a second. Let's split that one. It was terrible. And so all of a sudden, of course, what do we get to drink with this fabulous French pastry?
Coke.
Exactly. And so, yeah. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And so, of course, the lady smiled because they wouldn't serve it there if people didn't buy it. And so we're doing all this fabulous, glorious, everything pastry. And yeah, Diet Coke, por favor, to wash it down.
Well, we always say in our family the 4 food groups are cheeseburger, fries, apple pie. You got to throw that in there, and a Diet Coke. Yeah.
There, see, I think that's perfect. I know. Yeah. And so that's why I say I don't do neurotoxins anymore, or certainly the pastry stuff. But even so, it's just like, oh my gosh. And you look back then, you go, huh, how did I live through all that?
Oh my gosh. Yep. But a French pastry, oh my God, the artisan part of that, the look, just I'll just take the whole.
I realize it's Italian when we go to Jasper's, but Jasper is a creative chef genius, and some of the things that he creates in his, oh my gosh, is not only gorgeous but delectable. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yes. Wednesday is backward day.
I have nothing going forward. I don't know.
We'll see what Debbie does for backward day.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also Inspire Your Heart Day. I'm not exactly sure what we can talk about on that. I mean, there's a lot of, nature's inspiring.
Well, and the good news is for Kansas City, right this second, by the way, in my location, we are 55 degrees and sunshine. After I love that thing that said, Isn't it funny that the weather has given us these teensy little tastes of spring while last week it tried to kill us? So,
Yes.
yeah, Mother Nature last week was trying to kill us, and now we get these little teenses of spring. Oh my gosh. And it's very funny to see. You still got big hunks of snow in certain places and green grass. And that's always so confusing to me because I'm like, what must the grass be thinking? My grass is still green. If it was hot enough, I could mow. And I'm looking at this going, how does this even work?
I think our grass is confused.
Oh,
Yeah.
me too. Me too.
But my snowman is almost done. So I have to, he's made out of pumpkins and he's just kind of like,
He's got to be very confused.
yes,
Yeah.
but I will be outside. I'm going to be doing a YouTube short later.
Of course you are.
Thursday will be February 1st. Can you believe that?
No, I actually can't. I don't tell me that yet.
Okay. It's Freedom Day and Optimist Day.
Okay.
Are you glass half full or glass half empty, Queenie?
Mine is always spilling over the top.
Gotcha. Friday, Groundhog Day. I never believed the groundhog, but you know.
It's very fun, and of course, I watch the movie a million times because you're supposed to. But yeah, it's I think that's fun.
Saturday, carrot cake and feed the birds. Do you like carrot cake? Because that's not a really well. The frosting on it is a little on the sweet side. You're making that face.
That's what I was going to say. One of my girlfriends makes authentic, like for real carrot cake, shredded carrots and that whole drill. Hers tastes like a vegetable fruit medley almost. And her sour cream frosting, because she knows I don't like the sweet stuff, she really makes it authentic. It tastes almost sour and it's lovely. And so that kind of carrot cake I can handle, but holy moly, I have had carrot cake before that is so sweet. It really could kill you.
Well, and you're like, where's the carrots? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it's an art. It's, walnuts and carrots and a whole bunch of stuff. And it's really, yeah.
And like I say, hers is just amazing. She's a chef times a million. And then there's me.
We all have different gifts.
That was cute. Yeah, that's what my mother used to say. Honey, we're going to find out what you're good at someday.
Thanks, Mom, for your support.
Thank you, Mother. I appreciate that. She was kidding, of course, but that's what she always. We're going to find out what you're good at someday. Oh, yeah, we're still working on it, Mom. Thanks.
So, and Sunday, unfortunately, Sunday for this one, thank a mailman. So you're going to have to wait until Monday.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, and that's a great person to thank as well. Think about the cards, the deliveries. Karen's fabulous card that she sent us, of course, comes in the actual mail, which is super cool. And once again, thank you to Karen Higgins for always being so sweet to give us our word of intention. And the rest of the story is just like anyone that has an automatic card sending business, like Pixingo, of course, send out cards, companies like that. Good job, Doc. It's so fun. They always say you get white envelopes all the time, bill, but now you get Pixingo in the mail, and it's super fun. So we definitely thank you for that, Karen.
And I love she puts the quotes on the back too.
Yeah, I know.
I think pretty cool. And then I love her tagline: "Live your best life." Amen to that. That's awesome.
And Karen is definitely living her best life right now, and we're so happy for that as well.
So I guess it's time for the word wheel today, there, Queenie.
Aren't you funny? Like you think I've got that ready to go, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right. This is topics. Let me get to word. Doc and Queenie, word. There you go. All right. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right between both of our favorite numbers. And let's find out. And thank you again to all of our faithful friends on purpose who added words for us, because that was super duper important for us to have new words for this year. Boom.
Tenacity.
All right. Tenacity. What do you think about that word, Doc?
Well, I'm going to cheat a little bit because I want to do a little search on our Power Thesaurus. Thank you, Lisa Fredrickson, for giving us the Power Thesaurus.
And while you're cheating on that, I like to cheat and look up the word that the dictionary actually gives us. The quality or fact of being able to grip something firmly, being very determined, and continuing to exist, as in persistence. So for me, the tenacity piece is literally never give up.
Yep, and that's the synonyms at the Power Thesaurus is perseverance, determination, persistence,
yes,
doggedness, resolution,
wow.
tenaciousness. I like that. endurance, resolve, stubbornness, firmness. And my first thought on it's the perseverance. It's the business. Of course, I'm switching it to the business piece. Don't give up. It'll come. Don't give up. Failure's not getting up. That's the way I look at everything. And you've said, overnight success at 16 years, they just plumped you down on top of the mountain. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I think tenacity is such a great word because when I hear people say things like, oh, I tried that once. And I'm always like, oh my gosh, what does I tried that once mean? If I stopped everything I tried once, I wouldn't be doing anything.
Right.
I mean, seriously. And so the keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. And now you can tell if something is just not a good fit. I get that, but not after one or two tries. And
Right.
I always think in terms of a little teensy baby trying to walk. They're 9 months old. What happens? They plop on that great big diaper and they plop again on that great big diaper. And pretty soon they're walking and they don't even need the diaper anymore. And so here we go with all of this different stuff. And it's keep at it, persevere, tenacity, go for it. And I love when people say things like, because of you, I didn't give up. And that is the highest compliment I ever actually get. But that's my thing. Because of you, I didn't give up. And what does that mean? I tried this, I tried that, I worked on this, I worked on that. You change the verbiage, you change the posture, you change the marketability, you change the industry if you need to. And the next thing you know, boom, you're a success story. And so I love that part so much. That's a great word.
And there's one thing that you do, which I love too, Queenie, that I don't know if many people know this, but you go to different things to continue to learn.
Oh, yeah.
You might go to somebody else's, and I'm just going to say posting party. I don't know many people that do posting parties besides you, but you do different things to learn more and to see how they're doing it to learn more. And it's that tenacity part, that perseverance part, that openness to learning. And I like you say, a baby falls and falls, and all of a sudden they're running, and it's kind of the same thing with life.
And you can't catch them, by the way.
Yeah, no, your life has changed.
You can't catch them, just FYI. Yeah.
So they go from slug to running, long distance runner. So.
I think that's a great word.
I do too. That's pretty cool. So what do we get?
Right, Doc. I do go to events. Certainly, I love learning all things SEO. The meeting I went to last night actually was about marketing, and I love that part. And how do you market your business? Where do you go to market? Like, what platform do you use? And I'm always blown away when I say, well, I use the community section on YouTube. And they go, the what? And I really do. That's where I put my events. That's where I put some polls. That's where I certainly post videos, or I even put my bio on there. And I am blown away that people do not use the community section on YouTube yet. And so where do you go to market your business? Social media. Well, which platforms? And so some people only do Facebook. That's great. Some people only do LinkedIn. That's great. Some people use Alignable. That's great. Wherever you want to go is great. But the bottom line is, once you utilize it, you can make anything work for you. It's just a matter of consistency. And I definitely love having such a large reach.
Yes, I know of what you speak.
Yeah. Very good to not have any dangling prepositions on that little statement.
No whatsoever, comma. Yeah.
Seriously, exclamation point.
Oh dear, it's our trauma from childhood.
Oh, yeah. Just like Lynn just did amen with exclamation points. That's what made me think of that.
Yeah, I grew up with a mother that was an English teacher, and then we both went to Catholic schools, which they pound in your head from what? Birth to well, I went to Catholic schools all the way up.
Yep. That's what I was going to say. Birth to college, you are going to be diagramming a sentence for the rest of your life.
I had 4 years of English in college. It was a requirement. And you're like, oh, I know how to speak. Really, I do.
Yes. And then all the different things people say now, you can kind of go, I bet you didn't go to Catholic school, did you?
because you spelled there wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or you dangled that participle. I know what that is.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me when people say things like that. And diagramming sentences is one of my favorite things in the world. And of course, now that my kids are older, they go, "You need so much therapy. It is not even funny." And I go, "I know." But even back then, and I hope their teachers aren't listening, even back then, I said, "Oh, give me that. I'll do it." Because of course they come home and they go, "I'm flunking English. I'm flunking. I am not diagramming these sentences." And I, of course, am going, "Oh, hallelujah." And so, yeah.
Yep.
Certain people who shall remain nameless were enablers for grammar.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
And I didn't get away with skipping it either because my mother would be like, "Let's look at your homework."
yeah. So that's not good if you've got a teacher as a mom. That's scary.
Yeah, at the same school. Yeah. You couldn't goof off either.
That's not good. I love that.
Not that I would goof off, of course.
Yeah. I know better than that. All right, let's see what our topics are. I hope it's not diagramming sentences.
I don't think I put it on there. Should I put it on?
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see if you did. Oh,
Name your favorite adjective.
yeah. Oh, boom. This is so fair. We hit Queenie.
We
Way
keep
too
planning
much.
on talking Queenie.
That's so perfect. I love that. I love that. All right. So give us a bio here, Doc.
Well, okay, let's see. I've got to come up with something different. I've got something. I have kind of resurrected something that I did in the past. It's
Good.
not really resurrected, it's always been there. Remember this?
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I sure do.
I have a podcast out there on the Spotify platform. It was Anchor when I was on it, and just in the past year switched to Spotify because Anchor sold to Spotify. And I'm expanding my reach this way. I had done it a lot during COVID, and then just kind of got distracted and tried, like you say, try different things. I kind of went off and was trying a few things with my business, and I'm back. So I love this title. The background I'll give you a quick little background. I was listening to a lady at a women's conference, and she talked about opening your eyes up and having a first thing in the morning, having a mighty morning moment. And basically the definition is just, we get another day. We have God on our side. And she was thankful. I'm thankful. We are all thankful for, having another day, having a roof over our head, healthy families, hopefully, you just go through the list. And that's basically what mighty morning moment is. And so I decided to bring this back, and it's 3 to 5 minutes, and I talk about different thoughts, and it's designed to make you think. And eventually there will be a book coming out. So that's a little bit. Yeah. So
no, I really mean it. I think that is fantastic. And I love the fact when you said resurrected, of course, your podcast would still be out there, but the resurrection piece is, I think you might, when you mentioned distraction, it might have been that little 9 million square foot greenhouse of yours.
Just a little, the 16-hour days.
Those pictures, I'm going, oh my gosh, Doc. And that really is a mini house in your backyard. And I go, oh my goodness. And she's growing food in that puppy. And it's just amazing. When you say distraction, for me, it is certainly the punt and pivot part, but sometimes something takes our focus. And it's not going to take our focus forever. It just takes our focus right now. And just like with some of the books and things I've written, it was my focus at the time, but now that it's published, I don't need to focus on that topic anymore. So it really is phenomenal to be able to have your mighty morning moment out there. Now, hopefully you've got that on your community section as well. And the reason I say that is,
not yet,
but But the reason I say that is I love the cross-pollination piece. When we put something on our community page, we put something on our posting party, we put something on our Facebook business pages, all of those things that all the social media platforms offer us as cross-pollination. I want to tell you something. I am so excited about our guest live last week with Jonna Jansen. And I'm so excited because even on my YouTube channel, it's probably tons bigger on yours, but even on my YouTube channel, we've gotten over 20 views on a realtor for Doc and Queenie Guest Live. And the reason I say it like that is a lot of times those pieces are not as followed as all of your gardening within the thousands of views that you have on all of that stuff. But now you, with Jonna, we actually have over 20 views already for that video. And I'm so excited about that because, and just for all of you listening now, if you haven't been a guest on Doc and Queenie Guest Live yet, we'd love to have you. If you already have been a guest and it's been longer than 6 months, we'd love to have you back because a lot of times your industry changes, your business changes, your focus changes. It's a new year, for heaven's sakes. And so we'd love to have you. And I have a Kathy chat coming up that I am just screaming about because I'm so excited when you guys find out who it is on February 9th. For a Kathy chat, it's just like, oh my gosh. And it's one of those things when you meet someone that's so impactful, not only to your life, but the lives of others, and how many people this lady is reaching is just, it's so huge. And you never know who God's going to put in your path. And so a mighty morning moment, Doc, is, oh my, congratulations. That's so huge.
Well, and to bounce off of your guest live talk here, you don't have to be local KC. And it's just like your Kathy chat. It's everybody that we network. It's it's about cross-pollination, sharing the people in our network.
Absolutely. And promoting other people and bringing communities together. Even this morning at my posting party, we had everything from Florida to Las Vegas and everything in between. And it was wonderful all of a sudden. And the cool part is I, of course, know everybody on there. But when I'm looking at this, I'm going, I know you two don't know each other. That means the posting party was a success to me. And so I love the networking piece, and bringing folks together who haven't met yet just lights me up.
Yes, totally. So, yeah. So, well, guess what? We're almost out of time. It's because we talked about the Chiefs too much, but.
Yeah. Well, no offense. We can't talk about them too much because yesterday really was a heck of a game.
Yeah, it was a good game, and I think it's going to be a good game at Super Bowl. I think the Chiefs are going to win, but I'm not biased whatsoever.
The very first quarter, though, I literally was like, remember when you said that you're not emotionally equipped to watch these games anymore? I'm still not emotionally equipped to watch these games anymore, and I was doing it. And so I'm like, okay. But of course, all the meetings I've had today with different backgrounds I've had for the Chief stuff. And then one of my incredible top leaders in one of my communities said, bye, Red. And I went, oh my God. I accept that. All right. Bye, Red. So
it's funny. That's funny. So thank you, everyone, for joining us today on Doc and Queenie Facebook Live every Monday at
high noon.
You can reach out to Queenie all over social media at Kathy Weaver KC, or check out her website, which is fantastic. Like we talk about cross-pollination. There's lots of stuff to learn and look at on KathyWeaverKC.com, or check out Doc at Kitchen Garden Expert all over the place on social media. Or if you want to see pretty pictures about gardening and information, KitchenGardenExpert.com. We so appreciate whether you have been here with us live or on the replay. We love our faithful friends on purpose, and thank you for joining us and supporting us. And we will catch you next week, same time, same place. Thank you, Queenie.
Thank you, Doc. Bye for now, everybody.
Bye.
Go Chiefs.
Yes. Chiefs. Chop, chop.